What's good? What's happening? This is Wesley from 777 FX. Today we are going to be discussing Nasdaq again, as usual. It's probably the only thing I trade at this point. So yeah, let's go over Nasdaq right now and our potential trade ideas. We haven't really taken a trade this week; just been falling. This was Friday's like M structure, peak formation, high, whatever, and the reversal pattern creating this supply zone within this area, this OB right here, this zone. So this was the origin of the move that actually shifted out and broke these several lows right here. Okay, so this was the move. This was the move that actually broke market structure. It created these lower order blocks or supply zones or BFI zones, whatever you want to call them. We've been trying to look for a retest off of one of them. As you can see, boom, broke structure right here, give us a little bit of retracement and then created this zone right here, and then dropped the game, broke structure, then created this retracement, but it's never really retraced deep enough for us to enter, so we're just gonna watch it. So we don't really want to rush the entry. We are looking for the buys though. The buys are very key because like why exactly are we looking for the buys? So let's go down to the let's go up actually. Let's first go to the monthly. Okay, so first what I wanted to recognize from the monthly is that actually we are at a monthly buy zone. Okay, so actually, we were at a monthly buy zone last month. We actually this month we retraced. We opened at this point. We dropped a little bit, and then we've just been bullish ever since. Okay, so we've shifted bias from bearish on the monthly to potentially reversing to the upside because it is at a monthly buy zone. Okay, so now we understand that okay, it's potentially reversing. So we are looking to take buys off of we are looking at take buys right now because look at this after at least like what 4 months of 4 months of bearish pressure, there's a bullish candle. Okay, so we also want to look at how this monthly candle closes. It's very key because now we don't necessarily want it to like give us a pin bar, right? But then this pin bar didn't actually like break any highs, you know. It's more or less rejecting rather than reaching. So we're trying to look at like how it break because we have like the overall. I'm pretty sure it's not going to go any higher than this for this month. So we're just going to mark it from the bottom to the top. If yeah, so it's almost at the 50%. It's almost in that level. So if it does actually close more bearish this week, which I'm guessing is the last week, yeah. But yeah, I'm guessing. So yeah, this is actually the last week of this month. So we are going to be looking at how actually the opens on the first. So we are saying the monthly candle is bullish for now. We are potentially reversing, meaning the buys are actually the higher probability trade than the sells at this point. So we go down to the weekly now from the monthly. We did all this. Okay, so now we look at the previous weekly candle. Look at the weekly candle. There was a previous basing, not even a basing, like a supply zone. Look at this wick. Okay, so first we look at this wick right here. Look at this weekly wick. So rejecting to the downside. All right, because it didn't actually break any lows. We would say it's reaching to the downside. No, it didn't actually break any lows. It's just rejecting, and then it closed, like way like in the top half, showing bullish pressure. And then last week too was very bullish, beautiful candle. So now we're gonna mark actually these key areas. I like to use the magnet for this. We're gonna mark the low of the previous week, then we're gonna mark the open. Okay, so let's just now the reason for that, I'm guessing it's the open, weekly open. The reason we mark this is because now, okay, let me just write this down before I explain. But the reason we put like we actually recognize the weekly open and the weekly close is because now if this candle right, if this weekly candle had to go below this close right here, we would change our bias from like sells to buys. Okay, because now like and then that means the monthly candle will close in the bottom half, which will mean that the actual monthly candle for this month will be rejecting. Yeah, rejecting rather than like reaching, if you know what I'm saying. So let's go um weekly open. weekly low. Yeah, 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 yeah. So that's the low and that's the open. Cool. So now I am gonna look at these two areas to buy off of. Not necessarily this one. This is like an extreme point. This is when my buys would be invalid if it goes beyond my low, and my open is where I'm gonna look to actually like see if price does like go beyond this open. Right, we might actually get great buys before that or just at the open. Okay, so that's what I'm gonna look for, and we're gonna mark off like this OP, but we're just gonna mark it from here to here, even though like the OP is over. Yeah. So cool. And then we go down to daily. I don't really use the daily that much, but the daily we refining the zone. We're refining our OP. Boom. Nice. So actually that's a beautiful ass OP because the whole daily OP is the difference between the open and the low. Okay. So let's mark how many candles, how many pips. Oh my god. How many pips it actually is from like it's almost like 160, 170 pips. Okay, so we mark that area right there. So now our daily analysis. So now our swing analysis, this is it. We are looking for price to go down into this area right here and to be met with bullish order flow volume to the point where it goes up and we hold long positions because the monthly bias is potentially reversing, and also the weekly too, like with the weekly candle, as you guys can see, this candle, the previous candle, is shifting out of a zone. So this is the origin. This is breaking all these. Look at this resistance out here. It's breaking it, confirming a presence of bullish order flow volume. So now that's why we're going to be looking to buy. So now we go down to the 4 hour from the daily, we go down to the 4 hour. 4 hour, we're trying to find our entry. 4 hour hourly 15-minute entry in that in. Sometimes you look for order blocks on these like time frames. Like sometimes I look for hourly order blocks, which is rare, or 15-minute order blocks, which is rare. But like normally use the 4 hour order blocks and 15-minute or 5-minute entry. You know what I'm saying? Use the hourly to monitor. So now we're looking at like in this whole area right here. So more specifically, we know for a fact this would be the most ideal OB like potential scenario for us to actually get. Let me mark from wick to wick. The most ideal OB we'd get, and all our OBs have to be like 50 pips or less, because that's what our stops are like. So this would be the ideal like 60 pips. We can take that. You feel me? This would be the ideal like OB to buy off of. It comes down here, hits right here. We get a good risk reward ratio. You feel me? It gives us a beautiful, nice buy according to our strategy. It works out. We win the lotto. But honestly speaking, that would be a great trade, man. Look at this. But I'm just gonna mark it because I know how unpredictable Nasdaq is. So I just want to mark from like this area right here. So let's see if it plays around the open. Because if it comes in the open, it gives me like 4 hour wick. Like let's say it gives me this shit right here, right here. You feel me? So I'm pretty sure I can replicate that shit. Trying to use trading view to its fullest potential. I'm pretty sure I can. Yeah, is it ghost? I think it's this shit right here. You mark from wait. You mark from like one. Yeah, and then if it I forgot. And then if you give me like these candles right here, you feel me? And then it gives me one of these, right? One of these, like on the opposite side or whatever, a pinball, and golfing, or a reject and wicks. You feel me? At the open, and I get an entry on the 15-minute. I'm entering with like a 50 pip stop. You know what I'm saying? I'm entering. The ideal one would be right here. I doubt price will go. You see, this is why we mark the low because this is our extreme point. So we know for a fact it's not going to go below the low, right? Confirming a bullish trend, right? So now we mark that low as our extreme point, and then we're looking for anything within this range. So this is a huge range. I know, you feel me? This is a very huge range. It's just almost like what 160. Yeah, we say 160. But you're gonna find like that entry, right? And price will tell you when it wants to turn. You'll see on the 4 hour by the wicks. You'll see on the hourly by the wicks. You'll see, and then we enter. But it's only like what, Tuesday, guys? Come on, got the whole week, and it dropped like a lot for just 1 week, meaning there is more in store for us this week. It's like what, almost a 400 pip drop, 400 pips plus, going on to 500. That's how many pips of drop we got. So if you get a reversal, we get a reversal next week. We're buying hard. Next month we're opening hard. You feel me? But that's like the analysis for now, Nasdaq. So yeah, that's just me for now. Peace out.